Ready for your interview?
Yes. Looking forward to it, actually.
Just talking about your progression and your journey, the health journey.
My health journey? Aye. 2 years ago when I met Paul, I was seriously at maybe the end of my tether.
Aye.
And getting loads of reports saying that I wasn't going to last. And Paul's doing the 12 choices of made me a better person and a better understanding of my food, which make my spike in my diabetes.
Yeah.
And for the last week, I've not took any insulin, which I was depending on 35, 40 milligram of insulin a day. And I went to 0 in the last 5 days.
Amazing.
And that's been good, you know what I mean?
I leave with all my gifts, you lie with dogs, you rise with fleas. A message carried on the wind, an angel now it sings. No place for you in this land I roam, of poets and princes.
You getting impatient, Santa?
I didn't know if it was what, Mum. I'm crazy. Stop here.
Good. Right.
Santa, stop here.
How are you?
I'm good, Paul, I'm good. How are you?
How are you? Good. What's been happening?
Aye, just nothing. Doing my Santa Claus.
What were you doing tonight? Where were you before?
I was at the Spa on Cabot Road.
Oh, that's right.
And I was at Jet's dog park
With
this guy.
Where were you this evening?
Jet's
Oh, it's
dog
this
park.
evening.
Done a dog park with 20 dogs. Hey.
Where the best one? We'll sit there. I'll sit on this big couch.
Where you feel comfortable, aye, there.
Want some
Comfy.
up, Johnny boy?
Aye, because then we can show the
Rogue.
poster at the back.
I was in there. Oh, that's sound, man. You can eat their dinner. Fucking no bother. Do that if you want. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. We're here tonight with Santa. We get Santa on the couch. How you doing, Santa? How are you?
I'm very good.
Aye.
BadGuru. I'm very good.
BadGuru. Call me Paul, man. I'm your mate.
I'm Paul.
Here I'm wearing Santa's hat and specs so that we can ask him some...
So I can not take you serious.
You don't take me serious, lads.
Carrie, I've never seen you with glasses on.
Right.
And a Santa hat.
Right, okay.
No,
Calm myself down.
that's
ready?
better.
He's just laughing at me every time
No,
I'm doing
it's
this.
just madness.
Right. We're here to talk to you, can I ask you some questions?
No problem.
About the programme, because you've done the programme, you've been doing the programme for the past, what, 2 years?
2 years.
I met you 2 years ago.
2 years ago, next week, I met you through your son.
That's right.
He says, come up to the coffee club, we're going to have new cakes.
Okay.
And my dad's going to have a blether. And I went, well, I'll go and get the cakes. So that was my motive. 2 years ago, that was what I was addicted to, sugar. And then I got a Brucey bonus that I met yourself. A guy that I've known for a long time. I've known you've been on the naughty list for a long time.
I've not seen Santa for a long time, only 2 years ago.
And I feel now that you're going on the good list.
Right, thank you very much.
With your programme. I see it helping a lot of people, myself included. 2 years ago, I had loads of appointments with doctors, told I wouldn't see 2025. Now I'm coming to the end of 2005 and I'm planning for 2026 and I'm going to reverse my diabetes 100%.
Sorry, on the go.
And it's in control as much as I want it to be in control through your programme and your choices.
Through your choices?
My choices. I've always said that because every time I meet you, I've always, through the last 2 years, I've always been worried because I know that you answer a question with a question with a question, and I'm always, oh no, am I going to do this? Am I going to do this? What will I say? Because I know what your method is to help people. And I've seen it in the last 2 years. I've seen it, a difference from the coffee club with less than 10 people to 60 people.
The first time?
No, the first time we went up, it was only about 10 of us.
What, the first time when we talked? With
First
Big
time.
Kenny and that talked?
No, that was
Loads.
I met you before Kenny came up.
Right. What
Then
did
it
I
was
talk?
you were saying you were just a get together. I think there was only about 60s,
Aye.
and that was when I first met you.
Right,
and
right,
then
well,
that
first
was
met that night,
organisation
talking
to
about
go to the six. There was about 60 to 70 people. That's when Kenny, Big Ahmed. I've never met Ahmed in my life before. I've been going frequently. The last year and a half, I've been going to Ahmed every fortnight. At first, it was a big worry because I'm like a big Egyptian guy, tuck my pants and give me a body massage, which for a boy from Clydebank, you get a lot of funny looks when you say you're going to a big guy to give you a full body massage.
You get a happy ending.
And a happy ending.
Did you get one?
No, I never. No, I actually had to change
told me to ask for a happy ending.
I actually had to get I changed my boxers to briefs.
What's in Santa's sack?
And then I was like, God, and then he was tucking them in anyway, so I went back to my boxers.
Right.
But, so that night, 60 people, 70 people, and we heard from all different people and how we would go, and I met Kenny. Then from that meeting, I went to Kenny and I done the 10-minute dip and 10 resets, which I'm going to, eventually next year, I'm going to do 100 resets. I've told Kenny we're going to go to the right frame of mind because obviously I've got heart failure, so Kenny's going to be keeping an eye on me. But when my health's getting to the stage I'm going to do it, for my mental health, I want to do the 100 resets. I want to be on that board.
You're going to?
Because I'm going to do it.
You believe it?
I believe I will do it. And it's just, that's one of the things. That was the Polar Bear guys. They're a great community. I've got a great amount of friendships. I've got a lot of, before I met you, Paul, I had a lot of issues. My brother died nearly 11 years ago now, next year. 2nd of March, 11 years ago. Me and my brother weren't talking, so my mental health was at the lowest it could get. That low that I actually thought about twice killing myself. I actually watched the Erskine Bridge and something says to me when I was walking the bridge. I parked in the car park that I met you to go to the Humphrey. I met you in that car park. I parked my car there to kill myself. And I went over the Erskine Bridge and I went, I'm fucking better than that. I'm meant to be here. And you gave me that belief for the 12 choices. The 12 choices have changed my life. So much so my wife thinks I've lost the plot because I sit in my bedroom with my pants on and I meditate in front of a mirror and give myself high fives in the morning. Right. I feel great. I get ready. I'm sitting here as Santa Claus. 3 years ago, I would never have done this. My anxiety level was terrible. Terrible. When I first got asked, Michelle at the coffee club asked me to do this. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't want to do this. I used to drive to the coffee club. Everybody in the coffee club loves me. A lot of time for me. I used to drive to the car park and no gun, and then go and sit in a car park and nobody about me. There's Cheery Tommy, and I had the world at my feet, and I couldn't go in that coffee club. Where I can walk in that coffee club tomorrow morning, I feel like I'm a star. I'm Santa. I'm somebody for a couple of hours. I'm somebody special. People talk to me now, and I was talking to somebody the other night there, they're like that. You're the best Santa that we've seen. I'm making the effort. It's really great. And it's seeing their faces that makes me so proud to do this. And I was so glad that I was the opportunity with the coffee club. And then for the coffee club, today I've been busy with Jets, dog grooming. I've done a dog park with 20 dogs. And one thing people say to you in life, watch what you're doing with animals and children. It's the hardest thing in the world to conquer. And I'm conquering it.
How do you find it with the kids and the dogs?
Brilliant,
No bother? I laugh.
brilliant. The dogs were all
You
licking my
just
face, like, kissing my face, because I love dogs. For
Right.
years I wasn't allowed a dog.
Right.
My brother was allergic to dogs. I never was allowed a dog growing up. And it was a big thing. I always says to myself, why? And at times I says to myself, I hate my brother because he's got asthma, and I'm like, I'm not allowed a dog. And I love dogs, I love animals, and I've got the opportunity with Jets to help. Johnny helps me out, and we go, like, I'm not fit enough yet to walk,
Yep.
but I will. That is another goal for next year. I went to the health hub, and one of the things with Jonathan was to give me the oxygen so that my lungs can fill up. And what I says to him, I just like to walk my dog. I don't want to run a marathon. No yet. Might do a Santa Dash in a couple of years. But at the moment, I'm quite happy with doing my wee, walk my dog round the Sultans. You know what I mean?
Good on you. Such a story. Can you tell me what your health issues were when I talked to you that time in the hospital? When they said,
spoke
I
to
said,
me.
if you can do this, you can cure this yourself, and you didn't believe me. And then I said, do you have to believe?
Doctors told me if I didn't change my lifestyle, I was going to be dead 2025. And this was going back years ago when we got COVID. I lost my foot, my part of my toes. I got through COVID, I was getting the JAGs, and every time I went to the doctor, they would tell me, go and take this, and I was like, you know what you're talking about, and I'm like, wow, but they don't. Last year alone, I've been to the doctor once because I've got a wee lump in my side. I didn't know because 2 weeks ago I fell down the stairs when I was coming to get my Santa suit. I rolled down the stairs, and I don't know if it was with the flexibility. I was all right. I just think I've bruised a few of my ribs. But I went to the doctor just to be on the safe side, and the guy never filled me with confidence.
And what were the health complications you had before when you started doing this? And diabetes?
10 years ago,
and then
11 years ago, my
attacks.
brother died of a heart attack.
Right.
I was diabetic type 2.
Diabetic type 2, right, that's what it is. Diabetic
And
type
then my brother died of a heart attack.
Right.
And I was out of breath. Got upstairs because I was a painter and decorator. And I used to go up and get to the top dancer and take 10 minutes because I was knackered. And then I went into the house, and then I was like, you know what, my brother's died of a heart attack. There's something wrong with my lungs. And I went to the doctor, and right away they said, because of your brother's history, go to hospital. And I ended up going to Golden Jubilee, and I got 2 stents in. They went and done a procedure with 2 stents into my heart. Then a couple of months later, I had a heart attack. Then I ended up telling I was going back for another stent. I got another stent in. And then I went to all these doctors. I'm going to these doctors, loads of things. So I'm asthmatic. I'm type 2 diabetes. I've had 2 heart attacks. Right, hold on. I'm deaf in one ear. My eyesight's not the best in the world. I've went through so many laser treatments. I've had maybe 50 laser treatments in my eyes. I've had cataracts in both eyes. I've had numerous injections in my eyes. And the worst thing about the injections, I go to Gartnavel and I get an injection in my eye. There's nothing worse than seeing it. You don't come to your eye. Then the doctor that's doing the procedure panicking when my eye was bleeding. I knew my eye was bleeding because it was going red. And then the panic in her face. And then she ended up stopped it because they actually stop it with a metal, bit of metal to basically stop your bleeding because your eyeballs are blood. To then go down the stairs and get a Danish pastry and a vanilla latte after I've had an eye injection. I still never had that worry. I stopped till doing the 12 choices.
And now what have you just done?
I've
now?
just completed my first 72-hour fast.
I thought you'd done a couple.
I did the other one, I failed. I failed because I took my insulin. I done the first 72 hour with the Polar Bear Club, and I got to 29 hours.
Oh, and then you said insulin.
And my insulin,
Oh, you needed insulin?
No, I didn't need it.
Right.
I just took it.
Right.
And the second day, second morning, I went up. The second morning, I was like, right, I take it because the doctor told me to take this insulin. And I took the insulin and I crashed.
Right.
And my problem with a crash is I need to eat something because I went to 2.3.
I get you.
So
when it dips.
I tell Kenny I failed, but I get told with Kenny Lilia and people, you never failed. You done 29 hours. You never ate anything. You only drank water, normal
Look
water.
at what you didn't achieve. Look at what you did achieve.
Yeah. I achieved, and I felt great.
And then you've just done another 72 hour
I've just
fast.
completed a 72-hour fast.
And what else have you not done since last weekend?
I've not took my insulin for
taken insulin.
over 5 days.
Right.
This is my
You're curing this diabetes.
Friday. This is my 5th day.
Aye.
6th day.
You're curing this
I never
diabetes.
took it for Saturday, so I'm on Friday. I'll not take it tomorrow. The only thing that I do take is I've got the Manjaro jag, but that's might be a weight loss jag, and I'm going to.
I tell you what, I'll do a deal with you. For next year, the BadGuru will give Santa a cushion for your belly, because we'll get you to lose this belly.
I know where you get a fake belly.
I'll give you a fake belly because you need it.
Yep.
And we'll just do it and get this off.
Yep.
Swim, do whatever it is you need to do, 'cause you'll like to cycle and that again.
I used to be cyclist when I was 18. When I was at school, I was in Lomond Road Cycling Club, which is a big cycling club in Clydebank. I used to go round the locks and come round by Helensburgh and back up in the one day. Now I couldn't look at a bike because of my health.
What's the deal then that we can make right now? Your mate might
deal
be
is-
stick to it. I'll do it with you. Swim. And a swim and a cycle.
Swim and a
Because we were
cycle.
going to make a physical element to become the instructors.
Yeah.
And one would either be a run, or half marathon, or
I'll
10k
do
or
a
something up at
cycle.
Humphrey. And then cycle, you have to pick 2 at the 3. You're going to pick. And the cycle and the
Cycling,
swim.
I might do
Cycle and swim.
cycle and swim.
You're hardly
And
going to
then
run. You need to.
maybe 2 years I'll do the Santa Dash.
Right, Saturday.
In
I get you one of Oscar Pistorius, big springs.
Aye.
Thanking everybody. What else about this story, Tommy? What else have you? Because I know tons of stuff that you've done. The reason why you're so healthy and happy and laughing and so full of fun in life now is because I've seen you doing but taking action every single time. When I spoke to you and I said to you, I can help you, you can get rid of this, you can cure this, and you said, mate, nah, whatever you're telling me, you couldn't. And I said, you can do this. And I said, but you have to believe. And then we'll do practices, and then we're going to the Polar Bear Club and say, give Tommy a shout, bang, Tommy's there. He's in the eggs before us.
That night I actually thought it was a wind-up. You weren't there, I was early. Because no matter where I go in life, I try and be early.
I've actually got the picture that says up there.
Aye.
You're not in that picture, but I'm sure that
I think
was
I went
the-
home because it was that cold.
You were, I saw you were, aye, because all of us came up with us, and you were there as well.
I was so cold.
Aye.
I thought I dipped into that ice and it hit my boys. I was like, fucking hell, man, fucking. This is, what am I doing here? And then Kenny's like, I put it in your arm. Then Alana, was it Alana?
Alana.
And
Ice
she
with the
was,
ice-
she
ice
put the
queen.
ice here on my shoulder.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck off. Because she was just actually protecting me. But I was like, fuck off, get too much ice in here. And then at the end of it, I got my robe around me and she pulled my pants off and I'm like, oh, get the fuck. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't believe it's a different thing, but mindset.
That's good.
I actually follow Wim Hof. And I done at the last festival, I done his breathing exercise with somebody that had studied his procedure with Lilia, and we done it in the hall, the local hall, and it was different gravy, and I follow the guy. Maybe I'll go to, I like Norway, maybe I'll go to Norway and run about naked, just with my shorts on. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. That's what
You do it before,
I
man,
just-
anytime you want.
I mean, aye.
Still up there.
You know
For
what I
20
mean?
minutes.
But and I'm the worst guy in the world. I love my electric blanket, my bed.
Right.
But yeah, I love the cold.
Yeah.
I used to work.
Well, you're Santa. What's your love called?
I used to work in Iceland frozen foods, and I used to be the frozen food supervisor. So I used to have to get in the -23
Right.
and pull out an order and fill up all the frozen chips. Maybe that is my making.
You get any stories to tell me you can tell us about your days, 10 months? Any
None,
funny ones?
none that I can see
No.
on camera.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Because
You
obviously
told me
that's
that,
one of the things that I say and tell the truth. Some of my truths would get me hung. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I've had some really amazing times, and like, I was a football casual when I was younger, running about Millwall. Of all the people, I'm a Celtic supporter, and I went to London and I ended up following Millwall for a couple of years. And people couldn't understand Scottish guy, he's Celtic supporter and he's supporting Millwall. It's all Rangers people. But I ended up just met a group of guys that were, do you know what, come on, we'll go. And I love my life. And my whole thing in life is I love spending money on clothes. And my biggest thing when I was heavy was... My biggest, no, I mean my biggest thing. No, I mean sheepskin. No, I mean I'm not your regular Santa Claus. I had to go and buy one.
Yeah,
I need to
style.
edit this £500. My wife will be kicking my head in. Know what I mean? But I
Just
just
finds out you spent £500 in a Santa suit.
no, I mean, and it's just, you know what? See the faces that I've seen the last couple of days because of this suit. It's unbelievable, and it makes, see inside me, I'm glowing when I see it. Know what I mean? I'm looking forward to every day. I'm looking forward. I've got things organised. We're going to bring Christmas Eve in a local nightclub, Tempo, and we're going. I done it last year, and there was 560 people in Tempo. That was
brilliant.
crazy.
I've got videos,
But the only problem is, I'm not going to drink this year.
Right.
Because I feel like I would put everything back with my thing, and I don't. Last year I lost 4 days. That was just crazy.
That's brilliant.
Bad Santa. Know what I mean? Ended up your birthday party last year. Ended up in a dog park to 7:45 in the morning.
That's right.
And I was with a Santa suit. When I put my Santa suit away, I opened up again this year and I was like, what's it going to be like? I don't even remember putting it away. It was so crazy. But do you know what? It was so funny.
Yeah, that was something.
And people are still talking about last year. And we're just about to do it again. And I'm like, I maybe drink a non-alcoholic beer and have a laugh.
I seen you have a big 2 litre bottle of vodka.
3 litre
Drink
vodka.
a 3 litre bottle of
3 litre
vodka.
vodka.
Drink the
I
DJ
couldn't-
bottles.
no,
I'll get videos, see, leaving it on the tap.
I was storing the DJ box.
Actually, we'll put the video on you. I've got a cracking clip to see. Getting all the crowd to go mental in the club. And 3 litre bottle.
One of the boys in the club, one of the boys that I think part owner or whatever, Lee, he was all worried because I was storing the DJ box worth 10 grand. And I was like, don't worry about it, I'll write you a check. Fuck off. That was so funny.
Yeah, else come in, build them a new one.
Aye, you know what I mean? It's moved this year anyway, so we're all right. I mean, so. But funny stories, my life has been ups and downs. I've been happily married for 35 years. My wife supported me in 35 years. I've been through a lot of stuff. My brother died. I wasn't talking to my brother when he died for a year and a half, so that's what made it really hard for me. And when we going, I was like, do you know what, this is going to maybe be the best if I wasn't here. But now lately I've went, wow, because I ended up went to the doctors and I was like, they sent me to the Clydebank Health Centre, the old Clydebank Health Centre, and this is a wee bit of a funny story. I went to the health centre and they sent me up to the Black Suite, which was for your mental health nurse. I went to the Black Suite and I went up the stairs in the old health centre. If anybody in Clydebank, they know the health centre upstairs. You get into the waiting room, it's a podiatrist, physiotherapy, sexual diseases, and the Black Suite for mental health. So I'm walking in there, walked in, go to reception, I'm up here for the black suite, turned round, there's all the old women up for physiotherapy and their fucking podiatrist to see their feet getting sorted. And I'm like, they're just thinking I'm at the VD clinic. And I'm like, wow, man, know what I mean? They just think the worst of me. And then I went into the black suite, and the first thing I says to the wee guy in the black suite, the wee nurse, the mental health nurse, why do you not call it a rainbow room? But here he goes, he's gay. So he's thinking I'm taking the piss. But deep down, I'm saying the black suite, because one of the things that I've took on with my mental health issues is I always have a black dog beside me, because that's my mental. I've always seen that in videos. Black dog, you've got a black dog, you're caring about your blackness, or your mad thoughts and that, you know what I mean? I've done some mad things in my life, and I've done it all again. I've started, and I do this shit. I can't really say this in camera, but I do the shit. And I would do it all again, and just be happy, because some of my experiences are real. They're life experiences, and that's why I'm sitting here now, and I'm in the middle. I'm talking to yourself and Paul that owns the Glen, and we're talking about maybe something, a helpline for suicide awareness with guys and that, because it's a major cause of death.
Do it and put posters
in Glasgow,
up.
we're going to do posters, we're going to do everything. One thing, my experience, I can't work anymore, my health issues, but I can go to cafes. I know nearly every cafe in Clydebank, and some far away, you know what I mean? And I could say to somebody, see if you want to talk to me, I'll come and meet you and buy you a coffee or a tea. I'll get the cafes. I know boys, I know the Damn Your Coffee Club, Victoria Perk in Scotstoun. I know everybody, because I share everything. All I do is share. Every time I look at my Facebook, I've got actually a professional dashboard in Facebook, man. And I'm sharing these things, and I've got a list of people that I share their stuff. And I'm like, wow, man, I don't even know half of these people. But it's just that the choices have made me that person. Because your choice, you don't take yourself so serious. Wow, man, I'm sitting here in the centre shooting balls.
Where's my specs?
No, I mean,
Where's my specs back on if I'm having a laugh?
No, I mean,
I'm allowed to put them back on, Tommy.
I mean, look, you're I'm like, I can't take you serious, man. How can you would know give me the fear. No, you wouldn't give me the fear now. I'd be bullying you. You know what I mean? I'd be like, right, go and you damn. I know what I'm saying, but life in general, Paul, it's just meeting you that night. I sweared while I was, but I made an excuse and I'll go.
Right, did you on that
I'm
night?
like, wee Paul, brilliant. This guy, Paul, I've known you. I've known what you the bigger picture. I met you a couple of times and you were like, just ignored me and that. I met you at Clydebank Health Centre and you were going in, you must be going in for a doctor's appointment. I met you. And I said, all right, and you just walked right by me because you just never looked at it. And I'm like, I'll see you later. And then I knew you through Kingsley as well. And I knew you, and I bumped into you then. And I was like, okay, you can't. And he's wee Mitch about you. I mean, Goliath and that. I knew you, so I knew of you. I've seen you, and I've always went round about Clydebank. It's just Clydebank. Clydebank's a small goldfish. Everybody knows your business. Everybody knows who you are. You know what I mean? And I was always 10 years older, and people always say, I'm 10 years older than you, Paul. So you think when you were a wee boy, I remember you was getting into the horse and bars when I was 18, 19. You were only wee shits outside. And I'm like, wow, they're going to be fucking scary. You know what I mean? They're going to be scary boys. And I always remember you coming in with your wee skinheads and that. And I was like, whoa, what the fucking nasty wee boys and that. We run this fucking place one of these days. And it's just the difference. And so I made the effort to go up, because at the back of my mind I was getting a cup of tea and about 3 or 4 different cakes. So I was like, this is heaven. I've talked to Kenny in the Polar Bear Club, because a lot of them have got addictions. I'm addicted. My sugar addiction, that's what's got me. My sugar addiction's caused me to be ill. If I'd met you, don't get wrong, if I'd met you 20 years ago, I'd have been maybe grafting with you. Know what I mean? I maybe no be here, or maybe be a multi-millionaire or something like that. I don't know. I should have been maybe clued up, but I never. So now I've got that opportunity to change my outlook. I've got my daughter's just get married there, and my plan now is for her to have a wedding. And that's me going to be a granda, and I wanted, my daughter says you better dress up as Santa Claus for your grandwedding. And I'm like that, you know what?
Be a pleasure.
Be a pleasure, man. I'm like that. No,
That'll be your elf.
Me and my daughter, my daughter when my brother died, she went into a lot of mental health things, and she's in a good place at the moment. So my future, I'll help her. My wife's just lost her father a couple of years ago, and she nearly had a nervous breakdown in the summer. But I've kind of going to help her with the breathing. I came back to a festival with a drum and a chime and a love tuner. I've come back, look, the amount of stuff that I've got is unbelievable.
How's your change that you've been going through, how's it affected your family? How's it affected your relationships with people?
Every day.
And your family?
My family, at the moment my mum's got dementia, but I've lost my father 7 years ago. And family round about me,
The people that interact with you every day, I mean, how's you being this guy, changing for the guy to the best and everything?
My wife loves this. My wife loves it.
Right, your wife loves it.
She says I'm crazy.
Right.
She says I'm crazy. I don't know how to play a drum yet.
She's the positive effect on you. Does she like this guy?
Yeah, she loves it.
Loves this guy.
No, I mean,
everybody loves this guy.
People, I've got a lot of friends. Everybody loves me sometimes. Family members can't be bothered, you know what I mean? It's a family, which is, you take that choice. That's one of my choices in life. But I've got people, good friends that I help. One of my closest friends, she lost her husband 3 years ago. And deep down, I wish I knew what we could have talked about. Her husband died of cancer, and he never got any help from the National Health Service. So the first 3 weeks of his illness, he was stuck in the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. And it hurts me because I know how much we could have changed that, maybe helping him with the difference with the health hub. I just feel general how I can help now. I feel like I've got a positive vibe. That's what's giving me a positive vibe. My wife, I don't work anymore. I lost my job as a painter. I wasn't the best painter in the world, but hell of a fucking good at stealing. I get caught stealing 25 grand's worth of paint. Know what I mean? I think that's a world record. Know what I mean? Through that, I get convictions. I lost my car because my car gets stolen, and it turns out I had a criminal record, and they voided my insurance. So my wife stuck by me. I had to pay for £25,000 motor and no have it. I had a thin air motor. Know what I mean? I'd be better off, know what I mean, going to the lucky bag, because I never had the motor. I had the 2 sets of keys, but I never had the motor. I wish I'd stole the seat out it, because it would have been a cracking, because it was a just GSI, Saphira GSI. It was Daddy Cool.
Right,
Daddy Cool. That was the Saphira at the time, 2005. It was a bollocks. Carry the set, know what I mean? It was a car on the market.
Right.
It was the best.
What mate brand is it?
Vauxhall
Saphira.
Vauxhall Saphira GSI.
Saphira.
I had it all kind of pimped out as well. I never drank. I'm not a drinker. My dad was an alcoholic growing up. My adult life, I never had a pint with my dad. So I don't enjoy. I can take it or leave it. I'm like that guy out of train spotting. Sick boy. I can take it or I can leave it.
Right.
I can no drink. I've no drank since last year. And I'm just about to get into Christmas season again. I'm like, oh no, don't. But do you know what? See, if I do get drunk next week, I'll get drunk. But in January, I'll not be drunk. But I would like to be sensible this year, because I missed a lot of stuff. Because I was that drunk, crawling up the stairs in my house and that, and getting put to bed and missing the 1st of January. And I loved my steak pie.
Right.
Because you put
Didn't
me
even
here.
save you any?
Never, they dug
Didn't
it,
get it.
know what I mean? I was like, this is brilliant, know what I mean? This is just brilliant, but...
I think I've got a steak pie in there if you want some
No,
steak pie
I'm
after
alright,
this.
I'm alright.
Actually have.
I'm alright, I'm no eating tomorrow morning.
Right, alright, cool.
No, I mean, I'm all
And
good.
this you're doing fasting, doing
I'm
all
doing
these-
intermittent fast
Right,
nearly every day.
for a certain
so
amount
I'm
of
not
time.
eating from
How
7
many meals
o'clock.
do you eat then? One
I'll
meal
eat
or
one
two
meal a day.
One meal a day.
One
and
meal.
That's it, aye.
Today I've only
Aye,
had around...
Bal only eats one
I've
meal.
only
Loads
had
of people.
around link today.
Right.
Out of Ryan's cafe and I came in. I actually messaged him and I says, how busy is it? He says, there's only one table. And I walked in as Santa Claus and he just busted laughing. And there was so many people in it and I would never have done that. I'd have ran a mile. I went in, sat doing it, and the next person that came in is wee Martin Smith, party events, and he came in and sat beside me and I just went, breakfast with Santa, ho ho ho. He just looked at me and took a selfie. It was like funny.
That's brilliant.
But brilliant.
The difference in you with the confidence, because I've seen you came to the talking, the Toastmasters thing that I was
I
running.
went to Toastmasters.
Aye.
Up in Glasgow, he says to me to go to Toastmasters. And I went, I'd bully every one of these guys in this room. It was just kind of sensible people. And I never got that. When I was at school, I was deaf in one ear.
He's definitely the bad Santa talking about us, isn't he?
And
The bullying.
I went into school and I got told he's a dreamer. Because he's always looking out the window, because if I lean in that, I can't hear nothing.
Right.
So I would always lean in that and look out the window, and the teacher would shout at me and hit me with a duster.
Right.
And I was like, duster, you fucker, and throw it back at her. So then I got put out of class at primary 6. And then when I went into primary 7, the minute I went into primary 7, the teacher went like, there's your desk here, Mr. Biggins. And I was like, right, no bother. So I dogged it and I ran out the house. And then I came back and got caught because I came back and I forgot my bag, and I was like, fucking, I'm not that very good at this caper and that, no. And then when I went to first year in St Columbus, the minute we were sitting in the first day, we all stood there and it was like, Biggins, big thing, we all get named out. And that was my life.
Bad ones. All the
my
bad
life,
ones.
all the bad ones. We got, and that's why eventually a wee thing, I want to help problem kids, because I want to guide them the right path. Because if we have spoke about this, you say the 10% club. If we change them perfect to make them good, we will change the world.
Nobody's bad. in
Nobody's
this
bad,
place.
no, but
Oh,
they
we
get
help
they
the people
get
that
tagged.
need the help the
Yeah.
most to help themselves, guide them or whatever.
Yeah,
But
so
nobody's
that's why-
bad. Nobody's bad.
That's
Nothing you
why
do in
I
this place is
felt
bad.
I
Nothing.
felt bad. I ended up. It was funny then. We did things in school. I ended up. We remember we broke a teacher's wing mirror off his car when we were all running, and we all get the belt and that. We all get we were just toe rags.
Belt's still there. Aye.
Belt was still there. I'm St Columbus. The band the belt in St Columbus, and the wee guy was feeding Toker. We were like, what a wanker, mate. That would have kept us all right, but then we get suspended. I ended up getting suspended for fighting, and I had to tell my dad. And my dad was like, he went to school with my guidance teacher, Frank McGinty. He went to school with Frank McGinty in Whitecrook, and he was like, away up at school, and I'm like, I'm getting done in here. And he came up and he's like, right away, he's like, Frank McGinty, don't take your shit out of my boy, because I battered you at school. And I was like, yes, man, brilliant. And my dad says to me, come on, go shoot. And we got the guns and we went away shooting. We were brilliant. And fishing and that, it's all goodness, because it was all the countryside. And that's
Getting
what
nature.
I miss.
Choice number 4. You know what you embody totally, utterly. Choice number 5, do something for someone else.
I do that nearly every day.
You know, I was talking to the Nihang, the warriors that's up on the wall.
Yeah.
I was just talking to one earlier on. I said I'm going to be meeting Tommy because
I still contact them.
I was talking to him earlier on. He's always asking for us. Tommy came and helped us and picked us up.
Because obviously
we
I
really
help-
embody this.
I help out with the BadGuru.
Yep.
And I answer some of your questions. I obviously say to you, am I allowed to get nudes? And you're like, as long as you don't get me jailed and that, know what I mean? But I actually just kid on about that. But it's funny when some of the people that ask me, I'm like, wow, who's this and that, know what I mean? And then I need to watch what I'm doing, because I talk to the guru. They're They're Sikh warriors. I got the pleasure of meeting them because they broke down, and they were saying they're no Sikh warriors, they're Sikh saints.
Sikh saints.
They only took up arms when they were getting persecuted. Right. And I don't know that. That's the ignorance. My daughter just got married last year, this year, and she just got married to a Pakistani boy. So
yeah, nice boy.
He's a very nice boy. I think he's scared of me, hopefully.
Aye.
You know what I mean? But my daughters went through, obviously, with the what do you call it, hassle, because she's obviously a white girl marrying Pakistan. So I'm no ignorant with that. I want to learn and help, because my grandchildren will be half Pakistanis. So I will take up arms and fight against them if they say boo to my grandchildren.
Just other people.
Yeah, just normal.
Scottish.
No, I mean, we're Scottish.
Scottish
perfect,
people.
Paul.
Nothing else.
Still can't take your shit.
Right. Gonna get serious again. That's it. BadGuru's back. Would I look like Santa's little elf or something like that?
Aye, no, you look like somebody in the Toastmasters first night.
I'm going to give you this book, Tomboy.
Yes.
Would you recommend this? This programme to anybody?
I would recommend this to every person that I ever meet, because I've got the personal stuff for you. I get the messages every day, and obviously the book's a different thing. It's don't get us wrong. At first I was like that, back to school, I'm getting a jotter, man.
Yep.
Know what I mean? But then
back to school. This is exactly what it is.
This is what it is, and I would love to see this in the schools.
Something isn't missing in your life.
Yeah, definitely.
This is what it is.
I've got my wife.
Think about the purpose now that you've got since we started doing this, since you've been a part of the process with me to learning how
just
to
learning
teach.
people and talking to people. I spoke to people. I was talking to somebody last Sunday, in the coffee club, and she was in with her two friends and a wee baby, and I actually seen hello to the wee baby, and the girl was shaking her arms. Sorry, Paul. She was shaking her arms, and I thought she was actually trying to get the attention of the wee girl. I actually says to her, when she didn't stop, I was like, "You're taking this too serious, Matt. You're getting, calm down, hen." And she actually told me that she's got a medical condition, neurological. And I've reached out to her and I've told her about the BadGuru 12 choices and the people that are surrounded with us, i.e. the Health Hub, Ahmed, and yourself. I feel that you could do the breathing exercises with her and calm her down, because it's something that, and you were there that day and you had been away. I just missed you. I wish I was like the girl. I wish you could have just spoke to me a minute ago. But now I've got her contact and I'm going to bring her in. I've told her about the BadGuru stuff, the 12 choices, and how it maybe help her, because she actually says she's been put on a waiting list to see a doctor. And I'm like, why should you be going through this and not seeing a doctor? Do now.
You have to take responsibility for health and try something different.
So it's something
You're
different.
waiting, you may as well do something.
Yeah.
Before
If you're waiting, do
for
the
somebody
breathing.
else,
I reckon the breathing calms me down. I've actually woke up during the night and my alarm, I've got an alarm on my arm for the diabetes, and it's went low. And I went, well, I got up and munch. And I actually sat and breathed, and it went up. And it went back into green, and I just chilled out, and I was all right. But before I met you, Paul, my alarm went off for my diabetes. I would go up and eat 2 yogurts, Mars bars, crisps, everything that can give me energy, and just take loads of juice. I've not took juice since I've met you. I've not took any fizzy juice unless somebody's gave me by accident, and I regret it at the minute.
By accident?
By accident. They gave me a...
I think I bought Iron Brew by accident.
Aye, so no, I mean, but I used to...
Good on you, honestly, the difference in you.
At one point, phenomenal. I used to take 12 bottles of juice a day. Glass bottles, Iron Brew and that. I went to a job and they actually put the 12 bottles and they got all the masking tape and they were £10 bottles. with my bottles of Iron Brew.
Just for the one day.
Just the one day, because the weather was nice. I used to just scoot. Just madness. I don't take fizzy Iron Brew now.
When I've seen you, you've not been eating sugar.
No,
You're
I
just
try
doing
my
water,
best not
and
to.
then you're controlling what's going on inside you with the breathing instead of going up.
This
when you
week-
start to get your pancreas to work,
Yeah,
if you're...
that's what I'm...
Nah.
And it's rebooting. I was talking to young Paul the other day there, and he says what you should do is every month, every 4 weeks, do a 72-hour fast. I'm going to do a
Definitely serving.
72-hour fast. I feel good. I don't need to eat till 12 o'clock. I don't need to eat. And sometimes I actually forget that I need to eat. And then after a certain level, I was like, I didn't need that cake today. I didn't need that 2 sugars in my tea. Why don't I take water? Why don't I take a herbal tea? Simple things in life, simple changes. And then the coffee. I don't really like coffee, but Paul McPherson says, take coffee. I love cinnamon. Take a cinnamon stick in my coffee. And that's quite good for your digestive system.
Amazing. Aye, cinnamon's
You know what I
amazing.
mean? I've had capsules with cinnamon and I take them, then they're it. I'm like, hell, man, it's like a puff of cinnamon. I'm like, wow, man, that's horrible. You know what I mean? It's just good. You know what I mean? But really good, Paul.
Tommy, thank you.
Yep.
This has been amazing.
No, it's
been
keep
such
going.
a laugh.
Keep going.
Definitely such a laugh.
You know what I mean?
But you with the difference, just hearing their stories
Yeah.
and telling it, you're definitely an inspiration. All the people that's in our group with the difference in you.
If I help one person,
Yep.
I think that book's worth it. And that's what people don't realise, that the programme's on the website for free, but the books, there's a lot of effort went into that book. And that's why I was talking to Manny the day and that, and in the show when I was doing
They're
my
selling it in the spa.
They're selling it in the spa, so we've
When
got
we saying
places,
we
we've
need
got it
more
in the
books.
cave, we've got
We
it in
need
the
more
cave,
books.
we've got, you know what I mean, we're getting there. It's the ignorance, but there's some people that are, you know what I mean, I don't look at the telly. Don't get us wrong, I do a lot on TikTok and that, and I've got my iPads, I've got my 2 iPads and that, so that I used to argue with people. I fell out with family members, but stupidness, because I just went into, and I would go, I'm not that bright. At school, I left school with no qualifications, but now I wish I could go back to school just to learn, because I feel that I would learn a wee bit more.
I've got a library there. You
You've
can get a
got a
book
library,
anytime you
know what I
want.
mean? Aye.
Anytime you want. Just going down, you can pick one before you go, Santa.
No, I mean, yeah, as I say, it's like the 12 choices, Paul. It's changed my, like I went to the coffee club, then we went to Golden Friendship, and it was amazing. I gave people your tickets and that. You tell me, he says, many tickets? I says, give me 20. I'll get rid of 20, I'll give 20 away, because I know people deserve to hear your story is inspirational to me now, because I knew how much a crazy fucker you were. And I, not me, and I'm like, wow, man, this guy's changed. I came down here and got my steak pie with you one night, and you got me fucking sweet potato chips, and I'm like, fuck, what's wrong with chips? I'm like, alright, I need to eat these, and they were actually nice. I've never had them. I've been ignorant to what I can eat. I'm fussiest guy in the world. I've been to 2 festivals this year with Heal Scotland, and I've met a guy called John Angus. He's a chef. He's had a hotel, 5-star hotel in Skye. I'm talking away to this guy, and he's like, I'm going to get you to eat beetroot. I'm like, no chance. My dad used to eat beetroot on corned beef, on plain bread with butter, and I fucking hated it. But he says he's going to get me beetroot bonbons.
I've got soup in there with beetroot in it. You want some after this?
I'm all right, you know. I'm fasting good.
Can do next week. I would like to try
We'll get it next week.
beetroot
No,
soup.
I mean, but as I say, it's just the ignorance, and it's easy to go into Greg's, get a pie in a roll. That was my favourite dish, pie in a roll. But I was a painter, so I used to go and get my tea break at 11 o'clock, and I would go 2 rolls and sausage, and then there's cakes, bottle of juice, and then you're like, another bottle of juice, bang, 2 warm, get another bottle of juice. Before you know it, you're drinking all the juice.
And it was the apprentices are
2
playing
sugar,
£10
aye,
balls, weird
aye.
balls.
That's it, you know what I mean? It was funny. And the thing is, the money I would have saved was the bottles. I used to throw them in the bin because I hated giving the money back to the shops. Because I was like, fuck that, throw it in the bin. And the wee guy that was working me, he went back one day with nearly £30 worth of bottles in my week. and got a couple of scratch cards and won money in the lottery, scratch cards, and I was like,
That's your contribution, that's brilliant.
So that wee boy, that made that wee boy.
We used to take all the bottles of the gingies to the shop all the time.
My cousin used to take them for a half bottle.
I would take them, I would gladly
that
take
was,
them
that was the class check. Class check,
definitely.
but I just went,
Don't get
you know
sweets.
what? I don't want it. No, throw it away, break them.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But brilliant.
Any message you would tell people, Tommy, about your story for the past 2 years? If people are in a position where you were with how your mental health, depressed, and then with your physical state, was there any advice that you could give anybody? Was there anything you would tell them about? Right.
Don't give up.
No.
I nearly gave up, and I'd have hurt so many people around about me. I'd have hurt my wife, Karen, my son, Sam, my daughter, Chloe, my mum and dad. My mum doesn't remember 1 minute to the next because of her dementia. But my dad, if I'd killed myself, my dad was still alive, I reckon I'd have put my dad in an earlier grave. Because me and my dad got on all right. My brother and me, we were too alike. No, I mean, I just didn't. I hung about with my brother. My brother was my hero when I was growing up. And then for him not to be talking to me, the night before he died, he phoned me. And I said, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And I would have been up 4 o'clock and I'd have went, right, I've not been talking. The guy he was arguing with would have went and battered him. And we'd have been all right. And that would have been us for an orca a year. But I got a phone call saying my brother was took to the hospital. And my dad phoned me and says, Kevin's no well, he's been took to the hospital. And I was like, do you want me to come? I was sitting in Uddition. And he was like, I'll let you know what's happening. We're going to go and see how he's doing. And I went like, right, no problem, phone is back. And I went up to I was holding a brush in between 2 guys that I was working for, holding a bit of lining paper up in the ceiling, we were painting the ceiling. And my dad phoned me back 2 seconds later. And he says, Kevin's dead. And that was me, I just crashed. Because I don't know how to come back for that. And then I just left and I drove in my wee silver van from Audition to the Western, and people were phoning me and I wasn't answering because I didn't know my brother had just died. And I'm like, wow, his nephew, I love him to bits. My nephew, I love him to bits. And I was like, how am I going to tell him? His dad's dead and that. And then he was talking to me at the time. And I'm like, this is, because he was still talking to me, I think the 2 of us were a pair of dicks, no talking. And we ended up, somebody phoned me, my Uncle Brian phoned me and he says, what are you doing? I says, I'm driving to the hospital. He says, where are you? And all I could remember was, I looked at, I was in Finiston, going to the Western, and I looked around and I was next to the Greggs, and I says, I'm at Greggs. He says, what the fuck are you doing in Greggs? I'll get you at the hospital. I says, no, it's the only place that I remember. It was Greggs. I was at Greggs at Finiston, and he was thinking I was in a pie. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm not that bad. And then I went to the hospital to see my brother, and then see my nephew. And what made it harder, I ended up fell out with my nephew for a bit. And it was just madness. And he actually says to me one day, and will live with me for the rest of my life, he says, I wish my dad was still alive and he wasn't talking to you. And I wish it was still true. I wish I wasn't talking to him. He was still alive. And that hurts me, but the programme's helped me. The choices, Paul. The choices, Paul. I can get up in the morning, I can phone my nephew now. I go on, I end up met my nephew in the Horse and Barge when Kev had it. Shelley Rangers game. And wee Paul, how you doing? There's the big man, go and talk. And we end up talking. And that broke my ice, and we're quite strong at the moment.
Choice number 6, change your attitude.
Change my attitude.
That's it.
Because I was like,
That's it.
do you know what?
Change it and make it
I've changed
better,
my
that's
attitude.
it, definitely.
I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'll
Good,
change
good
it.
on you. Aye.
I'll
You're right,
change
and
it,
always
nah,
be
know what I
looking,
mean?
always
So
be reflecting.
every choice that I look at choices, Paul, I don't do them every day sometimes.
You embody them.
I
See it in
embody
you.
them, I
See it
do
in you.
things like
Yep.
all the difference in that. But 2 years ago, I would never have been sitting on a fucking spiky cushion meditating. No chance, man. My wife's like that. I sit in her office. My wife works from home a lot. And I get and sit. I sit with that statue.
Right.
Like when I first, 2 years ago, I couldn't fold my legs because my problems with my legs.
Right.
And now I actually say to you,
Yeah,
2 days
you sit
ago I
there
was sitting,
cross-legged.
I actually done
Aye.
it.
No
Don't get us
problem.
wrong, if I get up quick, I'm maybe fall, because my balance is
Yep.
terrible, because I'll never get, no matter how good your choices are, Paul, they're not going to grow my toe back.
Grow your toe
I'm
back.
going to still have 9 toes, but
We'll get you
I'll get
Oscar
there.
Pistorius toe, will we?
I'll get there. I'll get there.
Have you springy one?
Know what I mean? So it's great.
When we were up the farm and we were doing a retreat,
The street.
and you were talking about your brother, and then you were at peace.
Yep.
And when you told me the story, and then about your brother, and you were having this regret and everything, and then you processed through it, and
Yep.
and everything's fine.
Different.
Aye.
He even says to me about my mum.
Yep.
Because me and my brother's still my mum's favourite, and she's been dead nearly 11 years. She's still the favourite. I still get...
We turn people into saints when they're no longer here.
Know what I mean? So I don't... My mum used to help me to just embody my mum and help my mum. And now it's my time to shine. For my time to teach, to take my mum for a cake, to take my mum for a breakfast in the cafe.
Get that pleasure.
I've got that many people. My mum loves a strawberry tart.
Yep.
So I go to Kabowie Cafe, Damn Your Cafe, or up the coffee club. I go into the coffee club, I get welcomed by people in the coffee club. I know tomorrow morning I'll go into the coffee club and there's going to be people. The first time I get is going to be Tommy, and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Some of them are asking me to go and do visits,
Yep.
personal visits with Santa Claus, to just see their wains and just talk. And I tell their wains now, get a book. Don't get an iPad, get a book, read a book, their choices in life. So it's all good. Positivity. With the farm, with the retreats, I've been up the farm, I love the farm. I'm going to get up there more because I'm going to get healthier.
Cool. I'll go up there and feed the chickens and ducks.
Yeah.
You can come up with...
Aye, no problem. I love going up there, I love it. The only problem with my balance, that's my only big thing. I don't want to go up and... But now I can actually drive closer now. And I don't want to put MD at risk, because obviously at times when we were building, I'd have loved to. I'm a painter and decorator, but I used to be right handy. I worked for a maintenance company and I used to do joinery work. My tools all get stolen. I get £4,000 worth of tools stolen at my van. I'm like that karma. And I just didn't bother. So, I mean, it's all behind me. But I'm obviously, Christmas is coming up. I'm going to get an old saw. And I'm going to get an axe so I can go up and firewood and do something useful. When Heal Scotland are going to be going up there and going to do retreats. And I've done 2 retreats in Nairn and what was the other place?
Oh, I don't know.
Stratton, up at near Fort William. They were
Aye,
really
they
good
did
retreats, and like, I was foraging in the forest. 57-year-old man like that, man, talking away about mushrooms, and I actually got involved, and I made a circle, a life, and we all took part in making it, and we got a photo ways in it. It's unbelievable. And then I've got books. I seen a book in it. I've got a book with the textiles of leaves, and my wife's like that, man. This is just madness, isn't it? And I've got I bought Heal Scotland's book, which is, I would highly recommend it.
We definitely look as if you're doing everything that's in these books. And I want to thank you, Santa Claus.
Thank you,
for coming and doing
Paul.
it.
Thank you,
For doing
Paul.
this.
Thank you very much.
Raising, inspiring everybody. Thank you.
Sun is high, and when I'm counting sheep, thank you for the love you gave me. Thank you for the pain. Thank you for the sun still still shining. Thank you